There we go. We are good. Audio is good. We are good. And
Wait, I love this person that says, is Gabriel Luna too hot to be Tommy?
Spoiler mode, final warning, spoiler mode, activated.
Love Gabriel Luna so much.
Me too.
Love that man so much. So this one picks up a couple months later, after the last episode.
Well, it picks up. We see the scene again where Sam, where Henry shoots Sam.
Brutal. Thanks, Last of Us, for just
hammering
that home. Yeah,
we remember Last of Us. We don't need to see it again.
Yeah, I'm scarred. I don't need to see it again, for real. But they stumble upon a cabin in the wilderness,
and we see
Graham
this couple.
Greene. Yeah,
Graham Greene,
the best. What a legend! I was not expecting that.
And I saw him, and I was like, "Yeah, he looks familiar." And then I saw his name in the credits, and I was like, "Oh my god, of course!"
Yeah,
of course.
Loved this scene.
Loved that they were an indigenous couple. Loved that they found the whole thing funny.
Yeah,
they were so cute.
They were adorable.
I loved them.
Spin-off, please, with them.
Side story flashback.
I'm serious. I want to see them again. They ruled.
Yeah, they were great.
And I love how alarmed they were by Ellie. They were just like,
but they were
whoa.
laughing.
Yeah, they were laughing at it.
They were like, oh, no, she's big and scary and important.
Yeah. And then basically just told them about, what to expect to the west. Past the river of death.
The river of death, yeah.
Cliche but effective name. The river of death.
Did you also think it was Joel in the beginning when he was walking towards the cabin?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And
Me too. But I knew because we didn't see his face, I was like, it's gonna be someone else.
Yeah.
But it looks like Joel.
Yeah. So then they just leave, They just leave from those people.
They figure it out, they get out.
Yeah. I just love that scene though, Gabby. It was so cozy. And just the TV show versus video game, I feel like you can just I don't know, I just feel like you can talk to more people in a show,
Yeah, yeah. There's more time for dialogue because there's not as much hiding and creeping around. And,
Totally. But this was just a deep character episode also, which I really loved. There was not much
happy for it.
Yeah, it was almost kind of just like a come down, but an examination into Joel specifically, and then of course Tommy and Maria and Ellie. Those four got just a lot of spotlight, which I really appreciated. So then so they go looking for Tommy, and then Tommy's crew shows up.
Wait. Yeah. There's one thing I want to talk about first. Okay, when they're doing the when she's like, "Oh, should I take first watch or second or whatever?"
Oh my god, the camp, dude. The campfire scene. Culmination.
I love that we got a reference to Ellie loving space.
Mm-hmm.
Sally Ride.
Mm-hmm.
And when Joel says he wants a ranch, but then I love that he said, well, dream about ranches on the moon.
Yes, dream about sheep ranches on the moon,
because
dude.
I feel like he's saying oh, well, I'll be there on the moon with you. We can have a sheep ranch on the moon.
10 out of 10. That was my favorite scene.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes in the whole show, actually, Gabby, so far, that campfire scene.
I liked it a lot, too.
Absolutely loved it. Joel and Ellie, bonds, dude, bonds, getting closer.
I love that we see that they're this whole beginning part where they're finding Tommy's camp, we see that they're friends now,
Yeah, absolutely. They rely on each other.
Yeah.
Joel's still being a grump, you better wake me up. For standing watch. But then, they continue the journey on, and then they finally find Tommy's crew, or Tommy's crew finds
Troy.
them.
Well, first we see Troy. Did you see him?
Who?
Troy Baker.
No, missed it.
He was.
Who was he?
I'm 90% sure that was him, the one who was like doing most of the questioning on the horse.
Really?
With the mask on. Yeah.
Got it. Nice. Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
love that.
Wait, someone said I've been told that isn't Troy, but it sure as hell looked like him.
Oh,
That looked
okay.
exactly like Troy Baker. That wasn't him.
Weird. I feel like they'd make a slightly bigger deal about it, but
I
maybe
would
not.
think that too, but
Yeah.
I was like, that's Troy. So,
Yeah.
someone said not Troy.
Not
Okay,
Troy,
never
not Troy.
mind.
All right.
Never
all right.
mind.
All right.
Okay.
Next time. Still to come. He's probably one of those fucking cannibals. I hope he is.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think that's probably true. And we still haven't seen Ashley Johnson.
Yeah. I didn't.
So.
Yeah. I didn't. I forgot about those appearances coming.
Yeah,
Yet to come. Yet to come.
We know they're coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then we come upon
We come upon
Tommy's.
the crew, dude, and they
Yeah.
got the sniffing dog.
That was so cool.
Freaked me out. I was 10. I was like, there's no way right now. There's no way. Like, what is gonna go down?
Right, what is gonna? But also, of course, there would be like infected sniffing dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. And just
Why not?
the show has done enough like minor deviations here and there where now my guard is like, dude, I don't know what could happen. You know, anything could happen
Yeah.
at any point, even though there's
I mean, they're not gonna kill Ellie.
Yeah, of course, but like, is the dog gonna erupt and then Joel's gonna go berserk and then all hell,
Yeah.
So I'm just like always slightly on edge, just because it's Last of Us and because they
keep surprising us.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a fun
Yeah.
place to be, even though we're so familiar with the games. I really like that. But then, of course, Joel. I like that it's honest, Joel, too. He's like, I'm just looking for my brother. And then, of course, Maria's there, and she knows, like, dude, brother?
Yeah.
So.
That actress is from Walking Dead, right?
She was in one episode, a very pivotal Michonne episode, in fact.
Yeah.
And Hannibal is where I know her from.
Ah, okay,
Hannibal,
cool.
the Red Dragon storyline. Really
sure.
good. And then chat says True Blood, which I have not seen a lot of that. So. But then we get to Jackson. Do we skip the dam? We see the dam, but we
Yeah.
skip the dam. So they kind of remix that, Gabby.
Fine.
We don't get to go there. We go straight to the town, which looks identical.
I literally
part
got
2.
chills.
Yeah.
I got chills when they opened the door because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like Jackson, not like
Dude.
old-timey Jackson in the first game.
Yeah.
Whoa, and the inside of the town, like, everything looked perfect. It was
perfection.
crazy.
It was perfection. And I like that they just kind of moved from the dam to the town narratively. It just made a lot more sense and was
Well,
just,
the dam in the game is a puzzle, right?
that's just like where you hang out with Tommy, and then from there Ellie
Oh, I'm
runs.
sorry. I'm thinking of the part before where you like give her the high five and
Got
stuff.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But then like the actual like that whole area, the like camp behind the dam or next is a dam adjacent.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like the generators and all that whole area.
Right.
So then fucking epic reunion, dude. Brother bond. Tommy and Joel obsessed with the loving embrace.
Yes. Oh my
Tommy!
god. Tommy.
So epic.
Tommy. And I also noticed that they actually filmed somewhere cold because you could see their breath.
Loved it. Loving the, not using the MCU volume, filming out in the woods is just so nice. Yeah, some of the shots on this episode too, just like the like expansive wilderness shots. I just love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And like seeing the matte paintings where it's like, they've like matted in mountains and stuff in the background. Oh,
Yeah.
it looked so good.
It did look good.
Loved it.
So then they take a tour of the town and we see some Easter egg. Do we see Shimmer in there? Shimmer hype. Shimmer was so
Phoebe
hype.
Shimmer.
Love that.
Love that. That's
And-
for the real fans.
Yeah, again, just like Ish. Shimmer, Ish, subtle ways to just be like, yo, gamers, we see you. Doesn't step on anyone's toes that hasn't seen it. They're not missing anything. Like, love it. Super clean way to do that. And then the remix kind of happens. Maria goes with Ellie to like clean up, take care of her, see what's up, and then Tommy and Joel catch
Wait, do we
up.
get the... Is the Tommy and Joel scene first, or is the Ellie scene first?
I don't remember the order. I think it's Tommy and Joel.
Wait, someone said possibly Dina. Was that supposed to be Dina?
I think that was Dina lurking in the cafeteria. Yes.
I think it may have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looked so similar. Like the same same vibe. And I remember them talking in part 2 about just like when Ellie first came and they were like nervous or like intimidated. I feel like I remember that.
Yeah.
Just like, who is this wild girl coming in?
This wild child?
Yeah. Love
this
that.
feral child in our like peaceful society. Also loved when Joel was like, so you're a communist now?
Yeah, I was
Tommy's like, no, don't call me that. Don't call me a communist.
But then you see him like thinking like, shit.
Well, because...
like,
because Maria's like, we're literally communists.
Yeah.
You idiot.
That was so good.
But also Maria and Tommy are already married. They're not married in the first game, right? They get married later.
I feel like they're married already.
Because
she's like, that'd be stupid if I killed my brother-in-law. Yeah, they're already married.
Okay.
When they roll up, when they first roll up. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Maria though is like concerned that Joel is here. Clearly, they're butting heads. Like she's nervous because they got their tenuous situation there, which I like how they explained it. It's like, how has nobody come here? And it's like, yo, we keep it on the DL. We're in the middle of nowhere. Like I can buy that. I can buy it.
Yeah, and like of course. Tommy and Joel did these bad things together, but like, of course, history is written by the victors. Like Tommy is going to make it seem to his wife like, he's not as bad as Joel.
Yeah.
But it was mostly Joel's idea. Like,
I feel like too though he probably admitted like a lot of it, and then she, because she loves him,
that
is
too.
just like doesn't want to see that,
right? She you can only have one perspective, and her one perspective is her own.
Oh, and I like that they did the map Easter egg in the very beginning with the couple in the cabin.
Map Easter.
When Joel was like, yo, point to where it is on the map and it better be the same as her, I was like, oh shit. Loved that.
I love that.
Cause I wonder if I wonder if that's gonna come back again, like
isn't it kind of important in it's important in the second game.
And the first one with the cannibals. It's one of my favorite parts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the knee pop.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So then Tommy and Joel catch up.
Yes.
And it's incredible, dude. Just they're talking about what they used to do. Joel is clearly rattled, dude. He's got anxiety. He's having these panic attacks.
Yeah.
He had one earlier, dude, when he thought maybe Tommy was dead, just like freaking out.
And then he had another one.
When he comes
he's had like at least 3 before this point.
Yeah, so he's having panic attacks.
Yeah.
And
he thinks he sees Sarah like out in the
Yeah. But when they're catching up, you have this really tense moment where Tommy brings up that Maria's pregnant. They're talking about kids, and he says, just because your life stopped doesn't mean mine has to. Ooh!
Oof. Oof.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Heat of the moment, brother drama, heat of the moment.
But also, like, Tommy is right. Like, yeah.
I love, behind the scenes, Gabriel Luna said something so beautiful. And that's how I always felt in the game. And I've always felt that in the show, so they've done a really good job of that. He said, Sarah's always a ghost in the room. whenever it's them too. And I was like, man.
Totally.
Man. Loved that. Yeah. So, yeah, they're just really tense. And Joel is scared. Tommy's scared. Tommy has so much to lose now. Like, he's a leader in this town. He's got a kid on the way. Just some really high stakes drama here without any, like, infected or humans at this point. You know, this is just, like, real life.
Right. Like, even though there are zombies and, like, raiders and you could, you know, be turned into a mushroom zombie at any minute, like... Yeah. You know, you still have a fight with your brother about whether his wife is dripping poison in his ear like Lady Macbeth, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're still, like, gonna have a bitchy fight with your sibling.
Yeah. And he's scared of being a dad.
Yeah, that too.
Like, that's hardcore.
He was like, I think I'm gonna... That was horrible. Joel, that was one of the meanest things Joel has done, I think.
Yeah,
like,
what did he say?
He was, Tommy said, well, I think I'll be a good dad. And Joel said, guess we'll have to see.
Guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Or like, guess we'll find out.
That's all you have to see it? Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck is your problem? How dare you say something like that?
Some 10 out of 10 brother drama. Yeah, that's when Joel comes out. Then he sees... You know, he thinks he sees Sarah, and, you know, that woman has her own kid.
And it was so fucked up that Sarah, like, the girl he thought was Sarah is an adult with a child.
Yeah. It's messed up. I feel it all, dude. I feel all of it, Gabby. It's a lot.
That was really fucked up.
Yeah. And then we get the Marie and Ellie scenes.
The Diva Cup.
Which were great, yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, I did think of that because there is a part, remember, she finds the, like, tampons or pads or whatever.
Yeah.
And in, like, an earlier episode.
Yeah.
Like, and I did think, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How do people... Because it's been, like, how do people deal?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And I guess, like, a Diva Cup is reusable, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I like their interaction with that. Just like, yo, it's useful. Like, what up? Like,
I wonder how many people learned about Diva Cups from this episode.
Yeah, totally. I did. I was like, okay.
Wait, you didn't know what that was?
I knew what it was when I saw it, but I've never really, like, I don't, like, you know, I never really see them, like, or think about them or talk about them. It, like, took me, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. But then, yeah, they have their interactions, and also tense, because, like we said earlier, you know, she's scared of Joel and what that means for Tommy. She's also concerned about Ellie, you know, a kid. She, like, you know, cuts her hair and gives her all the supplies, and
we find out, Ellie finds out about Sarah.
Yes. Way to go, Maria. Way to go. Let that slip.
It's crazy. Like, if they've been together for, 4 months now something?
Yeah,
like,
at least.
She would assume, it's fair of her to assume that Ellie would know about Sarah.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously,
you would assume, but Joel is like...
But she doesn't know Joel.
Yeah.
And also because Tommy has obviously talked about it. There's a shrine to her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, in her mind, she's like, okay, like, you know, Tommy talks about it all the time. Like, we have a shrine to his niece. Why wouldn't Ellie know about her?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then they all meet up. But, Ellie then runs off. Yeah, goes to the movies, dude. The movie. What do you think of the movies?
What was the movie?
I forget. What was the movie, chat?
Chat, tell us what the movie was.
Probably some, like...
It's probably a Easter egg.
Yeah, seriously. Love that scene, though. That's like a Walking... It reminded me so much of a Walking Dead scene. Because you have this hardened, seasoned child who has been in the freaking weeds out there, dude. And then you have all these, like, sheltered kids who probably have, like, not seen...
Yeah, they were, like, all of them were probably born in that town and, like, have never left.
Yeah, exactly. So, I really like that scene.
The movie was Goodbye Girl, just saying.
Nice. Never seen it.
Yeah, never seen it.
Oh, yeah. Did like that scene, though.
But she sneaks out of the movie.
Yep. And then Tommy and Joel meet up again.
Yeah.
Gives him a pair of boots. Love that. Give me the survival horror supply vibe, dude. He was like
leveled up his gear.
Leveled up, dude. Level up the gear. He like duct taped him earlier. I was like, dude, supplies. Get that tape, dude. Found that somewhere. Give me all that stuff, dude. Loved it. But then that's when Joel dude, he's just like, yo, you need to take her. I cannot deal. I cannot do this.
An incredible monologue.
Yes.
Partially improvised is what I saw.
Really, dude. I was like, yo, this is Pedro's scene. Here we go.
This is the Emmy scene.
Yeah. Yep.
This is the Emmy scene.
I felt it.
Absolutely.
I really liked it.
Like, give him his award
give him
now.
His due.
Pedro 8.
Yeah.
Pedro 8.
Yeah. But then Tommy agrees to it though, Gabby, of course, because he's Tommy, just like in the game.
Which, like, I'm shocked because in the game, Maria's not pregnant. So it's like more likely, I feel like, that he would leave if his wife is not pregnant.
Well, there's that, like, I always thought it was that he felt indebted to Joel because of Sarah. Just that responsibility, a little bit of that guilt. Like, dude, your brother lost his kid. You were there.
Sure, but he has a pregnant wife, you know?
Totally. Absolutely.
Like, if he dies, his wife is a single mother raising a child. I mean, not on her own, because they're living on a commune, but, like...
Yeah.
That's... I feel like there's more reason for him to stay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But love is crazy. The bond of brotherhood is crazy. Like, it thinks he owes his brother for that, and Sarah and all that. I could see both ways. I could see doing it, and I could also see, like, no, dude, I got too much here to lose. I'm gonna stay behind. And of course, Joel, though, told her about the immunity. Like, there's so much to that.
Right, okay, you're right. And Joel says, like, you know...
Even there's no guarantee that it'll work.
Yeah, and also he says something about, you know, your child doesn't have to live in a world like this. Like, if there is a vaccine or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have the legendary scene in the house where...
Okay.
You don't know about loss. You know about loss.
Exactly from the game. But
basically, yeah.
But isn't this scene she steals a horse and they chase her down
from the dam,
game, right?
Yep.
So
it just put that house in the town. So again, just remixing a little bit.
This part, I didn't mind that they did this part in the house. Mm-hmm. Though I did kind of like the chase. I like that she tried to run away, but it kind of doesn't make sense. Like,
in this situation, if she ran off,
exactly, she would be ripped to shreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said the context of her running off is lost a little bit, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's all closed. Like, how would she get out? Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
100%.
But the one this scene is amazing. It's so well written.
Yeah.
You know, you're not my daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm not your dad. So I didn't mind that. However, what I didn't like, and that I was kind of disappointed in, is that in the morning, when she goes to get the horse with Tommy, we hear the footsteps, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be Joel, and then it was Tommy, and I was like, oh, okay. And they go to the stables.
Yeah.
And when Joel's in there, and he's like, I think you should have a choice.
Yeah.
And Ellie just throws the bag at him. I think we lost some of the impact of Joel just realizing that he was wrong and making the decision to stay.
I get that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely played a little different than the game there, obviously.
Yeah, I agree with Pixelated. They said Joel's turnaround felt unearned, and I agree with that. Because, like, you know, he realizes he's wrong. In the game, he realizes he's wrong when he has a conversation with her, but he's already made the decision. And then he's probably is tossing and turning about it all night. So in the morning, he's like, whatever, I'm taking you.
Yeah.
And it's just not a conversation. But in this, I just found it weird. Like, that's not fair to have a child make that decision, you know?
I like that he gives her the choice, though. And, like, putting the agency on her. Because, like, it was messed up that he made the decision without her to begin with. You know, that she wasn't a part of it. That she wasn't a part of the choice at all.
I agree, but I think both of those decisions are not fair to ask a child to make. She's a child. Yeah. You know? Like, her wife is... I mean, her life is so important. Sorry, I was reading someone say, your wife scares me. Her life is, like, more important than even she could imagine, you know?
Yeah.
So, I just don't think it's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, lost some of the impact. I agree. I didn't feel as much, probably because I've seen that scene, like, 10 plus times, you know, when it is word for word. So, like, that is such a moment ingrained. And I kind of just like when... I don't know, I feel like the combat of the game in that scene, like, adds to it. The running, the chase, that whole thing, like, this, it creates this extra, like, sense of urgency. The hunters, like, come into the house, dude, and you have, like, the murder house, like, take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt it wasn't as impactful.
Yeah.
You know?
In the show.
In the show, it wasn't as impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that criticism. But then they, like you said, they ride off. Joel decides, or Joel.
I thought the episode was going to be over at this point. I was shocked when we cut to Eastern Colorado University or whatever, or there's a little horse riding. And
Yeah. So then they go to look for the fireflies. They go to the university, just like in the game. Lot of dialogue, also the same, ripped straight from the game. The monkeys. You know, about college, about finding yourself and partying. That stuff was, like, identical.
Yeah.
Some of those
the college also looked...
pretty damn close. Pretty similar.
It's, like, not real. How did they do that?
I know. It looks pretty close. I was like, dang. Yeah, that was really good. Then we see the Firefly logo.
Wait, but no giraffes.
That's Utah.
Oh, right. Okay, thank you.
So then they see that the fireflies are gone. Like, dude, where are they? What's going on?
Yeah, and she's like, oh, there were doctors here, and they look at the packing list with
Danger
the most perfect handwriting on it. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
handwriting's so weirdly perfect.
Yeah. This is the scene I had a problem with, Gabby. This one. This is the first time I've been disappointed in The Last of Us show. This is the first time that I have actively felt, I'm disappointed. Because in this scene in the game, this is when Joel falls through the rebar, and we get, in my opinion, one of gaming's greatest moments. Truly, this scene to me is one of my all-time favorite moments in a video game ever. Out of thousands that I've played. You know, he's stumbling out. What a cool way to do that, too. The camera's all blurry. He's, like, stumbling out, and Ellie's just unloading. Like, can you walk? Then fucking walk! Like, all their dialogue when they're going out, dude. It's just so incredible. Now, I fully understand narratively it does not make sense here for Ellie to start gunning down these
human beings.
Yeah. One at least, though, I could have bought if she'd gunned one of them down.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, she tried to. She was shooting at them.
For sure. But we still could have had a slight variation on it if she took out maybe, like, one of them. But the scene played out... At least the scene played out realistically. I like how it was. It was so sudden. Joel behind you. Boom. Guy comes up. Bat. stab, like, it happened so fast. It was gritty. It was raw. It was realistic. It was well choreographed. I loved it. But
am I right? In the game, you fight raiders, and then you, like, think you're about to escape, and then he falls on the rebar, right?
Yeah, they're, like, all around. You fight some a bunch, and then you go through a door, and the door, like, kicks open. And you...
And he pushes him over the balcony, right? Yeah. Onto the rebar.
Yeah.
So...
Or, like, you wrestle, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do think it was just a little, like, clipped in this. I agree. And... Yeah, I agree with you. It was a little clipped. Like, in the it's like tension building in the game because you're like, holy shit, we have to get out of here. But in this, it was like, oh, we see the raiders. Okay, let's sneak to our horse, and then like we chop one dude, and then
I think Gabby, I think that's it. For the people who don't know, it's shocking. Like, whoa, Joel! Oh my God, is Joel dead? Is Joel gonna die? He's mortally wounded. But because we know, as someone who as people who played the game, we don't get the shock because, like you said, in the game that scene is tense.
Wait, do we want to ask if people who don't know the story? Tense. Do we want to ask if people who don't know the story, were surprised?
I mean, I don't know if anyone in chat has not.
Well, I have one right here.
Yeah, ask that person.
Noah. Can we ask you a question?
Yeah. Oh, can people see me?
Yes.
And hear you. We can see and hear you.
Can they see me?
Yeah. You're on stream.
Probably not the same reference. Hi.
So you won't be able to hear him, but I'll...
Okay.
What do we want to ask?
Does she think Joel is dead?
What do you think? Where do we think Joel is at the end of the episode?
Like, in between.
What
life
status?
And death?
What's Joel's status? Noah has never played the game. She doesn't know the plot. She's completely...
I don't know the plot. I do know a lot about television and television structure.
That's true.
I do know a lot about television and television structure. And if you don't see someone die in the episode, they're not dead.
There it is. Okay.
So
nice.
I don't think he's dead because of the way the episode was structured.
Got it.
But I'm not 100% convinced that he will survive the next episode.
See? Okay. That is a very valuable opinion. I love that. That is fantastic. That's perfect. That's it.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Our food's here.
Oh!
I love that. Because I feel like a lot of people would have that exact thought, Gabby, of like, oh my God, next episode, he's probably going to slowly die. And then it'll be Ellie will have to take over. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
And wait, this is exactly where Left Behind happens.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait.
We're left behind.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're left behind. Yep. And then it's Robert, and then it's
David.
Right?
David.
I'm sorry, David. Who's Robert?
Robert is the very beginning. Tess is Robert. Tess versus Robert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's Left Behind, David, Fireflies. 3 episodes left. I would assume.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
So yeah, that's pretty much where it ended, and then just Ellie being like, "Dude, if you die, I'm fucked. Like I don't know what to do. What the hell? Like, please don't die, dude. Everyone I've ever loved has either died or left me." One of my favorite lines in a video game. It's unreal.
Someone said, Vibertramp said they're gonna keep people waiting until episode 8 to find out if Joel dies. LOL.
That'd be funny if the entire episode was flashback. But I like the way they do it. I think it
will be.
Yeah, but I wonder if they'll just omit the mall section of Left Behind.
Yeah, it's kind of irrelevant.
For the like Joel timeline when she's like looking for the meds. They'll probably just cut that whole...
That part is just gameplay. Yeah, it's like there's not much plot going on except in the flashback, so...
Yeah, they'll cut that whole thing.
Oh, I agree with that. Maybe they'll start with like Ellie on her own hunting, and then we'll get the like flashback.
Yeah.
We get a little at the beginning and a little at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Anything else? Any other musings?
I'm trying to think.
Or anything?
Chat, is there anything we missed?
It was just such a character episode. There's not much plot. It's just all emotions, this one, really. I really like Joel in this episode. It was about time, you know? A lot of side characters have gotten the spotlight. Joel and Ellie obviously getting a ton of face time throughout the whole show, but I really feel like this episode specifically dove into his psyche more than some of the other ones, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. Like, even for us, I feel we haven't gotten a lot of... Okay, how do I say this? Even for the audience, in these, episodes, like, we haven't gotten... Joel has a wall up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're not even really allowed... As audience members allowed inside his head.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of got these like glimpses in this episode, and I'm excited to possibly see more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, the iconic sniper training scene, dude, from the promotional art, dude. Yes. Oh my god, one of the best freaking promo pieces of art of all time, and they did in the show. That was sick. It was a great nod. Great touch. 10 out of 10. Maximum score for that moment, dude. Loved it. I know Joel has infinite sniper ammo. That has been decided. Yeah.
That hack is turned on.
Yeah.
Infinite ammo.
Absolutely. He HBO unlocked it for him. That Joel's using their save.
Yeah.
New Game Plus.
Save.
Yeah.
New Game Plus. Yeah, exactly.
Infinite sniper ammo for sure. Guys fired like 50 rounds, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean,
where did we get all those bullets? I mean, he probably loaded up in Jackson. He also can reload totally. He's maxed out reload time.
Yep. Straight up. Really the only thing I need from the show going forward is a really, really gruesome shotgun kill. That's all I
think
need.
We're going to get that in David's situation.
I need a shotgun.
Or in the hospital.
Yeah. Because the like a shot and a brick, of course.
Yes,
we need a brick
and bottle kill.
We need a brick or bottle kill. We need a shotgun kill. It's iconic. It is absolutely so wrapped up in part of this game's identity.
Wait, you're a brick enjoyer, right? You prefer the brick.
Love
I'm a bottle enjoyer. I prefer using the bottle.
Dude, Abby Anderson with a brick. Actually, Abby with a hammer, Joel with a brick. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the hammer.
Abby with a hammer, Joel with a brick. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. We'll be back here at our regular scheduled time this week on Sunday. So we'll be back Sunday to cry all over again when people get left behind, as it were.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so much worse. I
didn't even think of it. They're so smart. Have you realized that? See, if episode 3, 5, and 7, every other episode. And episode 1 was Sarah.
Wait, what?
Episode 1, Sarah. Episode 3, Bill and Frank. Episode 5, Henry and Sam. Episode 7, you know who. It's insane.
Wait, what do you mean? Every other episode is what? Oh, just really dark.
A tragic ass fucking cry your eyes out death
a child
episode.
Death.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. Episode 2, okay. Episode 2 was Tess, for sure. Tess. Somehow not as tragic, I guess, though, because Tess is just she was ready for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about that one. She made it less sad because it wasn't about her.
She was ready.
She owned it.
And she got a nice kiss at the end.
Yeah, exactly. She got a good goodbye kiss. The kiss of death. All right, everybody. That was it. We're Easy Allies. If you like what you saw, go to patreon.com/easyallies. Help us out. Or help us out right here on Twitch. That is really good, too. Just sub. Use your Prime sub. Use whatever sub you want to sub. because we're on here pretty much every single day doing cool stuff.
Spoiler mode, final warning, spoiler mode activated.